Yeah, put anybody through you want to put through. You ready?
Isis, oh Isis. So loud. Oh, Hosanna, don't you cry for me. Well, I come from Arizona with a banjo on my knee. Oh, Susanna, come on, boys, don't you cry for me. 'Cause I come from Alabama with a banjo on my knee. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me. 'Cause I come from Alabama. Don't you cry for me, 'cause I come from Alabama with a banjo on my knee. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me, 'cause I come from Alabama with a banjo on my knee. Oh, we can't play copyrighted music on this show, so we have to make our own. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me, 'cause I come from Alabama with a banjo on my knee.
Everybody just...
Susanna, don't you cry for me, 'cause I come from Alabama with a banjo on my knee. I like feeling. I like to. How's shortening goes? Mama loves shortbread. Mama loves
shortening bread. Mama's little baby.
All right, before the. Wait, I'm gonna debut a song right now. I've not released it yet. This is I played it at the Satellite a couple weeks ago. This is not copyrighted music. This is my own with the help from Eric Paparazzi.
That's good.
Neil Hamburger stereo mix. Neil Hamburger, the eulogy for Neil Hamburger. Show begins shortly soon.
This should be on the show.
Neil Hamburger died last night. He took his own life like we thought he might. He lived his life under the lights with a microphone. He was all alone. He may be in heaven or in hell. Who's to tell? We say fairly well. No more punchlines. No setting up. No more jokes. Let's all focus. And at his grave, nobody came. No flowers laid. Only the rain. And then suddenly the world looked around. No one was laughing anymore. What is life worth with no one laughing anymore? What is life millions march down to his simple grave. They bow their heads and they quietly pray. They'd raise a monument to the clown who had been heaven sent.
I've been ready.
Okay.
Could they trade for Clapton? No!
Could they trade for Simmons?
Could they trade for Clapton? No! Could they trade for Simmons?
Come on! Our clown was gone. All right, everybody, welcome.
I love pretty music.
Woo! What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening.
I don't like with a funny record.
Yeah. What's up, Doug? Come on.
That could be your best song to date.
Come on. I know.
I mean, What the Broken Hearted could do. This is a 6.5, but this is more like an 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm on a different mic because my trusted EV1 split a cable here, so slightly different vibe here. I love this microphone, though. This one sounds really nice, too. It's our guest mic, which should tell you one thing only. We don't have a guest in the studio today. Good morning! Jesus Christ! Come on! Push it! You want to push it?
Wow.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a hot show for you today. We got to get into it, guys. This is Tim Heidecker. You are listening to Office Hours. I am joined in the studio by DJ Diggity Dig Diggity Dig Diggity Dig 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 Dag Dig Dong Ding Dong Ding Dong Diggity Dong Ding Dang Dong Dr. Douggpound.
Don't lose your way.
Why? No, I'm not wrong. I'm right. I'm right.
Hey.
Good morning. We had a studio audience. Last year we did that Christmas, that holiday episode at the Lyric Hyperion with a studio audience. This show, could you imagine a studio audience just during that moment of the show? If we had about 50, 60, 70 people in this room go, what? They'd be pissing their damn pants. The greatest radio show. The greatest radio show that doesn't air
We
on
gotta
a
do more
consistent basis.
live shows.
I can't get that shit together, man. You got to book that shit 90 years in advance. All right, welcome to the show, Doug. Thanks for being here. Thanks for contributing all year long. You have not missed a show, I don't think. Maybe you did. I know Vic did.
I definitely did.
In a long time. So, Vic, welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Hello. Hello, Vic. Hello, Vic. Dicky, dicky, dick. Oh, hello, Vicky, dicky, dicky, dick.
Somebody was complaining about too many drops on the Twitter.
I acknowledge that.
Oh, really?
Well, I'm going to double down.
Yeah.
No, don't. Just
Gotta
chill.
fill it in.
I'm going
Just
to make
chill.
that guy's wife upset.
So, as I've said before
I want
this
an
week,
update on that story.
I've said before this week, this is our last show for, I don't know when we'll get back. We'll get back soon, but I know Doug's leaving on a trip, and then I'm going to be leaving on a trip.
I'm gone for like a week.
I know,
Where are
but
you
I
going?
just think it's cool to create a break.
Right.
Let's just go on
Right.
break. Let's
Give a
just
little
give the
air.
audience a break.
Yeah.
If you're a new listener, go back and listen to old episodes. Today, I'd love to talk about, and I don't want to make it a best of show, but if you want to call in with your favorite highlights of the year, anything we might have forgotten. There's so many things that happen on this show every week, and people reference them. A guy sent me a note, like you said, this thing I talked about with George Harrison's, this band that he discovered, the album you brought in.
Oh, yeah.
And him being disappointed in their sales. I don't remember anything about it.
Splinter.
And he wrote me, said there was one of the funniest things, and I was like, I don't remember. So remind me of what makes this show great. And I know it's a lot of it has to do with you, the listener. So thank you for tuning in. We have the chat going. We've got a new moderator in there. Vaughn is doing a tremendous job. People are all just so pleased with the work she's doing in that.
And let us know if my
Let's get your ball
are my
and
drops
play
too
with
loud. I don't know. I can't can't tell. I have the setting right.
Everyone's
so,
drops are at a great
so
volume.
If they're at a good volume, then, yeah. There we go.
Okay. I am no plans for the show except that why don't we take one quick call just to get the show going, and then we'll have a special guest coming in the next few minutes. Very special guest calling in. You're going to want to let your friends know to tune in right now. I just take a moment and text or tweet or Instagram or Facebook or LinkedIn or iMessage or Snapchat to your friends, to your contact list, to tune in to this website right now, because you're going to want to stay tuned for my special secret guest. Let's see. Who's on the line?
This is a special secret guest.
No, it's not.
Eric Wareheim is a...
Oh, I got him. Who else we got? Eric Wareheim is a very good guy, apparently.
Too bad his phone cut out.
Stop with the guys. Doug's on fire. Doug's about to be fired.
Wow.
Next caller.
Next caller. Hello.
Hello there. Hey,
This
is Chris.
Hey, Chris, where are you calling from?
Hey, I'm calling from California. I called you about a month ago from Iraq, though, and I'm back home now.
You're back from Iraq. Oh yeah, you're the guy that was
Back from Kurdistan.
we were so bored of because we were hoping you would provide us with some great content, but you were a total drag.
Unfortunately, I wasn't being tracked or anything, and I was able to stay under the shadows and get back home safely.
Well, we're glad you're home safe.
Glad you didn't fly a drone home.
No.
Yeah, man, you'd have been in the Gulf of Humez. Is it the Gulf of Humez?
Exactly.
I feel bad for the parents of that drone that got shot down. Jeez, they must be just having a hard time right now. Folks over at Boeing.
Oh my God.
Well, how can I help you today? I have to drop you in 2 minutes because of my special guest that we're calling.
Boeing?
Quick question.
Airlines.
Quick question. I wanted to ask about, I heard a rumor about this documentary you shot about your race for DA. I wonder if you can give any more details about that.
I can't talk about that yet. And it's disappointing that we are going off the air for a while because next week will be a very big week. That's all I'll say.
Okay.
Grazie.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Well, and I just want to say one of my favorite drops of all time, I think, was pretty recent. Some recent show when someone brought in the Chewbacca laugh.
Oh, that's a great one. Doug, can you bring that one up?
So, yeah.
Now, please.
Now, please, Doug.
Come on, man.
I mean, yes, I will. Okay, hold on.
All right, we won't wait for it, but I appreciate it. So that's one of your favorite drops. Any other great notable moments from the show that you just want to salute and honor?
Oh, man.
Too many, right?
It's so difficult to think of something on the spot right now, but I mean, overall, just great job, guys, and I'm excited for when you come back.
There it is. The Baca drop. All right. What is that? What?
Turn it up.
Tonight I'll just do a vamp. I'll do a plugging. I'll do a plug vamp if you're in LA. If you're in the LA area, shut up. Oh. If you're in LA tonight, I'll be performing at the Ace Theater for a benefit that Jason Walliner is putting together. With the lineup is unbelievable, guys. It is. Let me give you some names. Oh, it's not loading. Cool. I think Joe Mandy, Chelsea Peretti, Paul Scheer, Tig Notaro, Sarah Silverman, Tim Heidecker. Do I need to say more?
Yeah, say more. The whole lineup.
Need I say much more?
Nick Thornburn from Islands.
I was gonna guess Nick would be next on that list.
Man, Nick pissed me off because he sent me a text. Shut up.
That'd be great if that was the end of that thing. He's pissed me off. He sent me a text.
No one should send me a text message. All right, it's 9:10. Aristotle,
What did Nick do? Finish that.
I'll tell you later. Give me the special guest. Access him now.
I can't hear you.
Oh, Jesus.
I can't hear you!
Hold on.
What?
What?
What? What?
You better be respectful with your drops on this interview I'm about to
Got
do.
a legend coming up here.
I heard you the first
how are
time.
you?
I just wanted to hear it again.
Hello!
What?
Hello!
Hello.
Aristotle looks stressed right now. I don't know why, because we've done this before.
Anybody know who you are?
Come on, man. Don't do me like this.
Who are you?
Where you been?
Are you doing it in
Don't you know
Google?
what cornflakes are?
Yes. Do Google. We are.
I thought Paul McCartney didn't have a cell phone. Oh,
Ooh, damn it! You gave it away. Ooh, but you know.
Jack White never had a cell
Oh,
phone.
here we are, darling. Let's see if this works. Let's see if this
Hello?
works. Hello. Let's play Who Is This with the audience.
What's my line? Remember that show?
Are you
Okay.
up? Okay. Because it's been I have not announced who this is. How does this game work generally?
What's my line? They just
Oh,
have to
well-
ask general questions about yes or no, kind of 20 questions.
Are you a
Are you bigger than a bread box?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I know who it is. No, I actually do know who. I can't really play this game. That's the problem.
Are you an actor?
Also, the guys know who you are, so it's not.
How about we'll play dumb and we'll get
I'll
to
play
it.
dumber than usual.
Are you an actor?
No, not an actor.
Are you?
In the arts?
Are you in the arts?
Yeah, you could say that.
Are you currently performing in this week somewhere?
Yes.
Ah,
Are you Rick Dees, the radio disc jockey? Is this Rick Dees?
Wait, let me see if the chat can guess. Oh, someone says no, it's not. Are you a singer?
Yes.
Are you a popular singer?
I shouldn't have to answer that one.
Are you
a popular singer?
Are you a legendary singer? Are you one of the great singers of all time?
No.
Okay.
Not generally considered.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let us. Oh, someone's guessing The Edge. We have The Edge on the phone from U2.
The Edge sang occasionally.
Yeah, he sang something on Rattle and Hum.
He did? What song?
Can't remember. Somebody.
Van Diemen's Land.
Van Diemen's Land. That's
Well, then
right. How did you call that up? How did you
I'm
call up
familiar
Van
with the album.
Diemen's?
Well, then didn't he kind of like rap on, or he kind of on Lemon?
Oh.
Is that what that song's called? What?
The one
What
where Bono's sitting in a chair and they're.
She want lemon.
Yeah.
Is that Lemon? Is that
Yeah, Bono sings the chorus. Well, he's also just a great backup vocalist
Yeah.
throughout their career.
Listen, here it is. Here is the guest, ladies and gentlemen. This is from Musical Guest. And featuring musical guest, Vampire Weekend, Ezra Koenig. Did I say that your last name right? Stop it.
You know, actually, my family pronounces it Koenig, but
Oh, crap.
I was kind of raised to be like, don't correct people. Who
Right.
cares?
Like graining?
Graining, groaning.
Well, yeah,
Koenig?
exactly. So I meet other people with those kind of names, and like Matt Groening, and I know a guy named his last name is Shane Beck. It's the same OE weird German thing.
The guy we work with a lot, the director Jonathan Kreisel. Some people say Kreisel.
But it's Kreisel. Okay.
It is nice to have you on the show. First of all, I want to get a little context here. Where are you right now? Are you on a tour bus?
No, I've got the day off in New York, but we're kind of in the middle of the tour.
That's nice because it seems like you were like in the Midwest very recently. Were you playing? Give us a sense of where you are in the tour.
Well, so like the album came out like
Number
6
one.
weeks ago, and then thank you.
Number one. I have
then,
the lead vocalist and rhythm guitarist and chief songwriter of the number one band in the history of music right now on my show, and the AV Club doesn't put it in their Podmas bullshit.
You can buy it on iTunes at Amazon.com.
All right, sorry to interrupt. You are in the middle of your tour.
Yeah, so we the album comes out, but then like the proper tour with the production and the bigger venues didn't start until a few weeks later. So yeah, we just kind of started the tour in earnest, and we were mostly in the Midwest so far, and now a few more shows in the South.
Are you doing like arenas?
Very few arenas. I mean, we try to play outdoors as much as possible, and also
cool.
we're the type of band like different cities can be all over the place. So, in New York we're going to play the Garden, so technically
Jesus,
that's an arena.
man,
But,
you're doing the Garden.
We played a lot of amphitheaters.
Yeah.
And,
what do they call
and then,
those?
In some cities we'll just play a theater. It's not really cold.
What's that called? What's it called? Like the Greek theater? There's a name for that in the touring world. That kind of theater, the amphitheater.
Oh, a shed.
A shed.
They say shed sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
definitely hitting some sheds.
So you guys did a show in New York at Webster Hall, where you played all day long.
Yeah.
You played 4 sets or something like that.
Yeah, we did 3 sets. That was like our special kind of hometown release week show, and yeah, so we did 3 sets, and the one in the middle we just like played the new album front to back.
Jesus, and our friend, are you friends with Tom Sharpling, or do you know him?
Oh yeah.
He was at that gig.
Yeah,
he was there, and
so he's a real.
He's a big fan, and I don't know. I've told you this. I love your new album so much. I listen to it almost like not every day, but that's an exaggeration. But almost at the point where I'm putting it on almost every day. And
really, man.
And I don't want to like make this. I don't know. I was not. You were not in my awareness. I just didn't. I don't want to say I wasn't a fan because it seems like a derogatory. I just wasn't. Just weren't on my radar. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
And
Can't keep up on every little thing.
I feel bad about that. I don't really. It's just the way it is. You know me. I'm older, and I like the old music. I don't pay attention to all the new bands that come around.
Hi, Dad.
And for whatever reason, I had a perception of what your band was, or I had some kind of idea of what I thought it was. And then I get into this record, and I can't stop fucking listening to it.
Oh, that's amazing. But that's actually like really nice to hear.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably feel the same way. You just dropped a great album too, but like when you put
let's
out,
emphasize that, Ezra. I don't want to just. I don't want you to.
right?
I don't want you to gloss over that what you just said. I think that's unfair to the listeners that we just kind of glossed over.
I just said Tim put out a great record. Anybody listening to All Stars ought to know that.
They know that.
I love it. That album rules. But I was gonna say, and you probably feel this way too, as a musician. Everything you do, like, of course, it's very meaningful when people are like kind of along for the ride from day one. That's really special. But because every album is different, you're going for something different. You're trying to change, trying to cover new ground. The hope is that will be the album that got somebody in. Or that is their favorite album. Or maybe it's the only album they like. It's all okay.
It's so inspiring because when you're working on something or you've put something out and you've had this experience with this record of yours, in the back of your head, 2 things could be going on. One could be like, well, I think I've just done the best thing I'm ever going to do. Stop. Doug's doing sound effects of chewing ice or pickles. It's driving me nuts. I'm saying something profound.
That is painful for me.
You've either just done the best thing you'll ever do, or the best thing you'll ever do is around the corner.
Well, you got to hope it's around the corner. But my philosophy has always been like, even on a song level, that everything's got to be somebody's favorite. Like if you make a song or an album and it so clearly will not be anybody in the world's favorite, whether it's a favorite song on the album, then it's like, if you keep it real, it's kind of worthless. And, so I've often had the experience sometimes with fans who like want to tell me like how much they love one album, but they really the other one really wasn't for them a
Yeah.
little bit. And I'm just kind of like, man, like it's cool. You have taste that I don't really. It's okay,
Yeah.
like that.
Oh, well, I get that all the
everybody's got their
time.
preferences.
I mean, I get that all the time because you start making so much stuff that people are going to say, well, I like this thing that you did. And when you do something else, it contradicts with that other thing for them. And it just, it's like, well,
what if
it's
you
not
do
for
like
everybody.
like the Dukes of Stratosphere and XTC, just a new persona or Bowie? You know what I mean?
I don't need to do that. I'm like Dylan, okay? I'm like
I'm like Dylan.
I gotta
That's
get
gonna
that
be a
sound.
drop.
That's a drop.
That's
no,
a drop
but
for next
not
time.
in terms of talent or impact.
Someone
or
out
anything
there,
like
late.
that. But
someone has
just-
to send
you
us the
said it.
drop.
I am.
I'm
It's
like
that
Dylan.
my name, Tim Heidecker, means change. It means
Put that in the front of the
adaptation.
record, the quote.
But hold on, let's talk about Dylan for a second. But first, before I talk about Dylan with you,
Let's talk about
and
me.
just tell me when you got to drop off because I know you're a busy guy, and just
Okay.
hang up on the
Thank
phone.
you.
Okay, just hang up.
Where
And
are
I'll
you
just be
right
talking-
now?
He told us he's in New York. Pay
I
attention.
was looking up pickle drops. I don't know.
God, I'm so glad I'm not you right now, because if I was calling into this show, I would hate it. I would hate the experience. But
Hey, Ezra, my
No, but I'm a fan.
I want
thank
I
you.
want
I'm familiar.
to I want to know how you got hooked up with Jason Richards. He was my producer at Super Deluxe.
Oh, who
Can I-
cares
he's
about
a good
that?
dude. He's
Oh, yeah.
He's one of the funniest guys.
He's talking about Seinfeld 2000.
Yeah, and he's kind of like your
Well-
sidekick on your podcast. I don't know
Yeah,
if it's
right.
sidekick is the
which,
right.
which Tim came on before.
Uh-huh.
Well, Seinfeld 2000. I just remember seeing him very early on when he just started Seinfeld 2000. I just thought he was so funny that I started following it. And there's also something. This is the whole premise of what he does. There was this modern Seinfeld, which
right.
was kind of popular for a minute. Which the whole joke was kind of like. It was very, it wasn't bad, but it was very tame jokes. Literally, sometimes like Jerry's iPad has a bug, and then Jason starts this crazy account Seinfeld 2000, just starts misspelling everything. Just Jerry gets iPad, Jerry get iPad. He just like tweeted like. So I always thought he was funny, and then you meet him, he's this incredibly sweet dude, and we've just been friends ever since.
okay, well we're all happy about the
Sorry to
friendship there.
derail the,
And Vic, shame on
Sorry,
you.
I just wanted to make it about me.
Shame on you.
I'm
gonna
like
mute
Dylan
you.
also.
I want to.
Vic, how dare you ask a question?
Just cut me off.
I just want to ask
Mute me.
because we don't have a lot of time with Ezra. He's in New York.
I know,
He's got to go to
yeah.
Katz's. He's got to do a lot of things today.
That's right.
This record though is it's a double album. It seems like it has to have been a lot of work. It has to have been a long process. Was it a long, laborious process at the same time a joyful process?
I wouldn't say laborious. Literally every album we've ever made has been, had its dark moments
Yeah.
where, and I think that's, I've, met other musicians who tell me stuff like, if you don't think about quitting, then it's not good.
Right.
So I think it's a very typical experience when you really are hard on yourself and you wonder if what you're doing is worth anything. So this one, more songs. It took more time. There ended up being a 6-year gap between the third and fourth album, but that was
Yeah.
also partially just like
Taking a break.
needing to slow the pace a little
Yeah.
bit just to not go insane. But I would say I worked really hard on this album for at
You
least
sure did.
for about 3 years.
So were you? What was your process like? Was it in the studio every day, or like where are you recording this? It seems like it could get expensive if you're doing something like this for 3 years. I mean, you're a big band.
Because
but-
our roots are super DIY. First album was entirely recorded in apartments and
Yeah.
basements. I've never felt comfortable in expensive studios.
Yeah.
Like I don't.
Clock's
and even
ticking
when I'm
kind of
in
thing.
them, they just don't. There's nothing appealing about it. So outside of that, why would you want to like spend $2,000 just to talk with your friends,
Yeah.
which is such a big part of being in the studio? Even just the physical space never appealed to me. So the main producer on this record is Ariel Rexscheid, and we mostly just did it at his home studio, which is like, just feels so chill and
Right.
pleasant. And for recording vocals, he has.
Oh yeah, I can't record vocals in the studio.
Neumanns and every nice mic you could possibly want.
He's got it all
Nowhere
there.
else.
Well, but he's got all that. He's got all the stuff at his house.
Yeah, we would go record drums elsewhere, but
Right.
outside of that, he more or less had everything that we needed. So, I would start some songs I started with other producers or by myself, and then when we really got into a groove, I'd be at his house every day.
Wow. So, I mean, I can't work that way. I've got to be in a room with the band and we play it together, and then that's the take. But you, and that's just my thing, but your process is very layered and sort of built like Jeff Lynne or something.
Well, we've always been that way since the early days.
That's how you make it. That's how you do it.
Some songs we would work out in the practice room, having everybody there, which of course can be useful. But then there was also a lot of, just mocking stuff up in Pro Tools first, just to get just so that it would have a slightly, because sometimes even with great musicians, we all can kind of slip into patterns especially when you're in kind of like a noisy room and you can't hear everything.
Yeah.
So I've always felt, for me, even as long as the band's existed, when it comes to really putting the finishing touches on something or really getting into the heart of it, I always feel the most comfortable two people sitting in front of a computer. And in the live side and the live playing is so important too. But that's when I feel like I can think.
Okay, here's
I get self-conscious when there's too many people in the room.
Here's a question for you that's interesting to me. It may not be interesting to anybody else, but a lot of the music on the record is quite complicated, playing wise. It's kind of proggy, a lot of proggy kind of guitar stuff, and you're playing some of it, a lot of it. I mean, how do you? Because when you have the luxury of being in your home studio where you can do take after take and kind of patch things together and move things around, was it a hard thing to then translate into the live show? Because you've got to be hitting some of these. What's the one? The sunflower.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I love pretty music. Well, first of all, the live band now, it's like
killers.
It's a 7-piece, and so we've got on guitar, we've got this shredder named Brian Robert Jones.
Passed away.
So he's an amazing musician, and as soon as I met him, I knew he was the perfect dude. He puts a spin on everything.
Is this the guy with the afro?
What?
Is this the guy with the afro?
Jones. Yeah. Big hair.
Still, and, that's just a killer.
So he's an incredible musician, and he and so I feel I have no ego about it. I feel very comfortable. So for instance, the opening riff of Harmony Hall, that's one that I wrote. I didn't write every little guitar thing, but I wrote that and Sunflower. And so, that can be a little bit difficult to play, especially with no capo. And honestly, I love just relaxing on stage and just watching him hit that.
Oh, I know.
And then I can focus on singing. And then, every once in a while, I'll challenge myself to play some of that stuff. And I read some of the piano parts too.
Yeah.
And we got this other.
You could play. I saw you on Instagram. You can play the keys pretty well. You got a nice piano hands.
I'm way better at that than at guitar. That was my first instrument. I've always just kind of felt like my approach to guitar is super naive. Piano, I understand I can apply music theory or whatever a little more.
Yeah.
But when I think about some of now I've been challenging myself because now actually I watch these guys and I used to look down on kind of Guitar Center dudes. And now that I'm older, I think there's something really cool about it. Just being a dude who practices every day. So I want to get better at guitar, but the early stuff.
I want to take lessons. I was thinking about taking lessons because I can get by as well, but I can't finger pick and I can't really solo. I don't really know what to do there. So I was thinking about taking lessons. Maybe we should take lessons together.
Oh, that'd be fun. I'd love to do that. I mean, and it is fun to occasionally. It's the type of thing that you hate when you're a kid, but to just literally set up a metronome, and just run scales.
Scales.
The older I get, I see that there's something really cool about just being dedicated to that.
All right, listen.
But yeah, live I don't do a lot.
Are you on the road for the rest of your life now? And you have a kid, right?
Yeah, little baby.
That's got to blow, right? That's got to suck to be on the road while you got a little one at home. I know how that is too.
Yeah, I mean, it's been, it's all very new for me. I mean, the way I think about it long term is that better now than.
That's right. He or she doesn't know you're gone. They don't care.
Well, yeah, exactly. My first Father's Day, we had a big show in Chicago, and I felt a little bit weird, but it was nice. Everybody did surprise me with a huge picture of him in the dressing room, and then I thought about it, and I was and by the time he's aware of what Father's Day is I'm going to make sure that we get to hang. But yeah, so far it's been all right, and we make sure now that we don't. It's not like we leave for 3 months.
Yeah, you can.
It's very busy, but there's little breaks. So yeah, the rest of this year is busy, but
all right.
There's time in between.
Well, you're doing all the right moves. I thank you for calling in. I wish you continued success.
thanks for
I'd like
having
to see you when you're back in town. We can get together and take some guitar lessons, or I'll do your show, or whatever you want to do. Thank you, Ezra.
And then definitely come to the Hollywood Bowl.
Oh,
We wanna
yes.
have you there.
Am I getting tickets for that? How's that working? Am I getting on StubHub?
Yeah, I get it.
Well, check stuff up first. No, we've got tickets lined up for the whole Holy Trinity.
Oh, that's
Anybody wants
beautiful.
to
You
come.
hear that, guys?
Wow.
All right.
That's
And we got
awesome.
good,
That's
and
really
good
nice.
tickets too.
Who's
Oh,
up?
nice.
Try and get a nice spot.
Really.
Ooh, I need a box. I need
Who's
one of those
opening
nice
up?
seats where I can get food.
Who's
Well,
opening?
we
the-
got. I know. Tim's not a huge fan of Grateful Dead, but we got
Yeah, he is.
Jake.
Yeah,
my buddy's
Richard
his cover
Pictures.
band, Richard Pictures.
Yeah, I've
Who
seen
they
that.
just opened for us in Chicago. It was great. And then we got Tanarawan. He's an incredible band.
I love Tanarawan.
Is playing in between. So
You know
it's
what?
really
I would
cool, kind
probably
of
like a Grateful Dead cover band more than the Grateful Dead. I think they're probably more equipped.
Tim,
to
they're
do the
better
music.
they're better
So-
than the John what's
The
his
John
name?
Mayer version.
Mayer.
All right. We don't want to get Ezra in
They're
trouble.
very good.
All right.
All right.
Can I
All the
ask
best, buddy.
Hey, it's one.
Wait, no
it's
more.
Brian, it's
Let
Brian
him go.
Wilson's birthday.
It's Brian Wilson's birthday. What's your favorite Beach
yeah.
Boys song? Quickly.
Favorite Beach Boys song?
Johnny Carson?
Surf's Up. That's a really cool
Oh,
one.
yes.
That's a great fucking
Surf's
record,
Up.
man.
That's the best.
All right. Bye,
All right,
Ezra.
thanks, guys.
See you, man.
Have a good one.
Great. Bye.
Bye.
All right. That was nice. What a good guy. What is this? Is that band you're talking about?
Didgeridoo?
Oh, Tanarawan? No, it's not.
All right. Let's take another call.
You ever heard of Brian Wilson rap?
Does he rap in here? No.
Yeah.
Here comes the Brian Wilson rap. Happy birthday, Brian Wilson. He's really off the beat.
Yeah. Landy was really trying to get him on the charts here.
I thought he'd be more of a mumble rapper.
All right.
Okay.
That's enough of that.
Who's there? Anybody home?
Hi.
Hi. Who's this?
Hi.
This is John from Austin, Texas.
John. Sounds like a fake name.
Jerk alert.
Is this John Lennon? Hello, it's John Lennon. Hello.
Oh, he left.
He left? He got cold
mad.
feet.
Because you called him a jerk.
Oh, man.
A what?
Hello.
Oh,
Hello.
call- John, wait a minute.
Bye, Felicia.
Who's this? Anybody home?
Call back again, Joe.
You have a caller for me, Vic?
We did. Let me see if we got that.
Anybody home? Anybody home?
A what?
Friend, I've come to talk with you again.
What is that?
Hello? Say hello to the camera.
Anybody there?
Motherfucker.
That was somebody's. No, haven't seen, that was my guy?
Do you want to play what?
Hello.
Hello.
Who's this?
Alice from Oakland.
Who's this?
Alice from Oakland.
Alice.
Hey.
Calling back.
What's up?
What's
I
going
am.
on? What can I help? What was your deal last week? I don't remember.
Was it last week? Oh, I was talking about listening to your podcast on slow-mo.
Oh yeah. Oh, a couple weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah.
What can I do for you today?
Well, you asked about one of my favorite parts of the
Yeah.
show. I love that Motley Crue isolated vocal with the Kickstart My Heart, I guess that is the song. That awful noise that he makes. I don't know what he's saying, but
I think I know what you mean.
I got it here. Hold on.
yeah.
I hope Doug's prepared to recall some of his best of drops.
and then I hope you
here,
don't mind
baby.
if I reference another podcast that you were in, Tim.
Go ahead.
You were on Comedy Bang Bang with John Daly years ago, and you did this bit about train whistles that you were selling at the Who concert.
Yeah,
That's the one.
What is he saying?
Roger Kickstart My Heart.
But is it Mayday? What's he saying at the top of that?
I think it's My Heart, Kickstart My Heart.
Play it again. Does not sound like My Heart.
No.
Sounds like Maynard. It's a message to Maynard from Tool. Yes, the famous John Entwistle whistles that I was selling at the Who concert.
God, every time that gets me, like if I'm having a shitty day for some reason, I can always put that on and it directs me.
I'll send you that file if you just want to play it.
Yeah, just over and over. And I'll make it my text tone, you know.
Oh, there you go.
I was the king of that show. I don't know if I ever made it onto one of their stupid lists of best episodes or whatever, the garbage lists that they make, these people. But my appearances on that show are reign supreme in the improv podcast format. Nobody topped them. You could talk to it's like, Andy Daly, sit down, okay? Paul F. Tompkins, sit down. Okay, John Daly, all you sit the fuck down. I'm doing John Entwistles. I'm doing being in Woody Allen's Ching Chong Matinee, Popcorn.com. All those. I came in there, never got a dime for it.
Wrong. Because you'd be in jail.
Yeah.
I'm doing this for free, so don't
All
break
right.
my balls, okay?
All right,
I'm
thank
really
you.
rich.
All right, thank you for calling in.
All right, fellas. Have a great weekend.
All the best to you. Let me tell
weigh
you.
300 pounds. You've been on drugs for too long, and you're going to kill yourself. You're going to kill yourself. I said, I'm not going to kill myself. I'm not going to kill myself. I would never kill myself.
Easy.
They said, you're on your way to your death.
All right, that's a little
That's
dark.
a long drop.
That's a
long and dark
That was
drop.
darker than I thought it would be.
Let's roll through some calls, Aristotle. Just keep feeding me calls.
We will have a national emergency, and we will then be sued, and they will sue us in the circuit.
Okay.
We shouldn't be there, and we will possibly get a bad
Hello.
ruling, and then
President Trump.
Who's there?
The greatest president since
That is the worst noise. Who's doing? Is that you, Aristotle?
Aristotle's getting in on the drops.
You got a drop machine over here.
I thought we fixed that shit.
Somebody asked us. Somebody asked me and Vic to do. Should we say this?
What was it?
Well, we got asked to perform if we want to just perform as a noise band and just do drops. I said, yeah, that sounds amazing. We have to do it.
Yeah.
And then that's sort of.
Did that come together?
It didn't come together yet, but
fizzled away. But
fizzled away. But I'll bug him about it again.
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
Who asked you? Was it Zebulon?
Of course. No, it was
the El Rey Theater.
My friend who does a show called Super Tight.
Good.
But Casey, if you're listening, let's get it going.
Mm-hmm. Hello.
Oh my gosh, hello.
Who's this?
This is Mary.
Ladies get in free this week.
Wow. Treat. A big treat for me.
What do you got for me? Is this the sleeper?
Sleeper?
Is this with the woman whose boyfriend goes to sleep to our show? No.
No,
Oh.
I watched this live in the morning.
Okay, what's your name again? Mary?
Mary? Mary.
Mary. Oh, so contrary.
I've gotten that one a few times in my
Wow,
days.
man. We could do a tune like Mary, quite contrary. And it would be like a real big, it'd be like a surf kind of song, like with a lot of angelic voices. Kind of like that Beatles song. All right. Wow. That was a great fucking record, man. Wow. Wow. Okay, so what can I do for you?
What? Listen to this record.
I mean, you do so much already, to be honest.
Yeah.
I went to the show. It was very rock and roll.
Oh,
your show.
My show on Saturday. Dynasty Typewriter, baby. Yeah, it was a rock and roll show, wasn't it, man?
It was. I feel like
I'd love
to come see you again where there isn't seats.
I know.
Everybody's
That's funny you said that because part of me likes doing a seated show in a theater because shut the fuck up. I'm gonna knock you out.
Be My Baby is my favorite song.
I like the seated aspect of it.
You
But,
like-
I mean,
but
maybe if it was like the seats on the side for the old people where I can sit.
or in the back.
Yeah, and then.
But I do. We
you
are
got
we
the
are putting
seats,
we are putting another LA show together for later in the summer.
Tim, do
that
the-
will be a seat.
Oh,
that will be a
God,
standing
no.
rock room.
Tim,
It'll
do
be a
the
rock room.
the bootleg has like stadium seating in the
I
back.
have it all figured out.
And then in the front, you can get the mosh pit.
We'll announce it next week, but there will be another LA show later this summer that will be a standing room only scenario. Because I felt the same way. I was like, we're up there fucking shredding, rocking, hitting it hard.
Yeah. I was tapping my toes right out of my seat.
Go fuck yourself.
I'm a little nervous.
Why?
I love the show so much. I just love the show so much.
Thank you.
So I'm nervous to talk to you, but I have a Joni Mitchell fun fact for you.
Oh, well, I'm going to mute Doug's.
I'm out. I'm
because
out.
He's doing snore sound effects. When all I want are Joni Mitchell fun facts in my life.
Okay.
Talk to me.
So did you know that when Joni Mitchell was a young woman, she was prescribed cigarettes to
What?
calm her nerves and anxiety? Yeah.
That's like what's that character from The Simpsons who did all those commercials? That was Phil Hartman's voice. What was his name?
He was like
Troy.
Yeah.
Was it Troy? There was always a funny joke he did. You might know me from the educational film "Smoke Yourself Thin." So she was subscribed.
Troy McClure.
Yeah.
She was. Did you see the Rolling Thunder review documentary on Netflix?
I haven't yet.
Holy
I will
shit!
be watching.
So fucking good, and I'll talk about it later, but maybe not. Good. But there is Troy McClure. Someone said thank you, and there's a scene with Joni Mitchell where she is in. She's in Gordon Lightfoot's home, and they are jamming on the guitars, and she pulls out. She's got her guitar, and she plays Coyote for those guys. You know the song Coyote? And she's teaching them the chords. They're like, then you go to the minor here, okay? And then she just plays the whole song on her own. It's a fucking great record, man! And she delivers the shit out of it.
She always does.
She's the best.
Oh, yeah.
I love Joni. I think, I hope she's okay. I hope she's doing well. All right, well, thanks for calling. Thanks for listening. I hope we see you in the fall.
Thank you for having me on the show.
Here's Joni Mitchell's first recording. You're only waiting for this moment to arise. All right. Who's next on the call? Call in with your favorite moments from the show of the past 6 months, wherever it is. How long have we been doing it? We got to rank Brick by Brick and the Fred Armisen episode up there. Maybe the top episode. What do you guys
Tim.
think? Yeah, who's this?
This is Rob from Philly.
Oh, yeah, what's going on, Rob? How you doing? You having a hoagie? What are you doing?
French fries.
You having a good, some water over there?
No, well, first day of summer vacation. I'm a teacher.
Oh, yeah.
and it's
Where
the
you doing
first
school
time I
at?
get to call in. I'm very
Manayunk?
excited. What's that?
Are you doing school at Manayunk or East Stroudsburg or where you at then?
I teach in Montgomery County. I don't
Oh, yeah.
say the school, but yeah.
All right. So what can I do for
History.
you today?
What do you teach?
What do you teach?
Teach history.
Maybe
George
you could,
Washington.
Maybe you could
George
chime in
Washington.
on this concentration camp business.
It's clearly a concentration camp,
Yeah.
right? I
The
we
fuck is the
put here-
problem with this Chuck Todd? I hate getting into this because it's like you get drawn into this cable news nonsense with the MSNBC and the Fox News and all these losers. But AOC comes out and says, we're running basically concentration camps down on our southern border. And you look at some of the details of what they're doing down there, and it clearly fits the categories. And then Liz Cheney chimes in and says, how dare you besmirch the memory of the 6 million Jews lost in the Holocaust? Because she used the word concentration camp. But the word concentration camp, folks, it doesn't just apply to the Holocaust and the death camps that existed in Germany in the 1940s. It's a term used throughout history when you're dealing with taking a group of people and putting them in you can call it an internment camp or it's a concentration camp. I know that screws with your mind a little bit because the word concentration camp has been so associated with, Auschwitz and Dachau and everything. But the fact that he zeroed in, I shouldn't be talking. You're the history professor. I mean, you teach at high school, so you probably don't know shit. But
I like talking about ideas, not about people.
Well, let's clearly concentration camp. Today they were asking, basically the Justice Department was basically saying that they don't need to provide beds, they don't need to provide toothbrushes, medicine for
soap.
Children.
Jesus Christ.
This is torture, essentially, what we're doing. And
and it's so sick because we've been doing it all over the place forever. We did it in Abu Ghraib with the Iraqi prisoners. We treated them like dogs. We did it to the Japanese during World War II. I mean, we are not innocent people.
And we cherish them.
Torture. Straight torture. Stop it, guys. This is disrespectful what you're doing. Shame on you. Doug, you have nothing to say to this? You're an American taxpayer. Maybe not this year, but...
I'm in agreement with you guys. I don't know what else to add to it. Yeah, remember those photos from Guantanamo Bay with people? They would have them stand with their arms out.
That was Abu Ghraib.
Abu Ghraib. Yeah, the hunting images. And what has changed since then, Tim?
And Chuck Todd uses his time on the air, the millions of dollars he's making on MSNBC, whatever, every year. Every year he's making millions of dollars. I can only imagine. Doesn't do much for his barber. I don't know who's paying Todd's barber. Sleepy Chuck. He goes, well, I've got an issue with her using the word concentration camp. What do you want to call it?
It was torture.
They like the outrage. That's great, though.
Can we switch topics for a second?
Yeah, switch topics because I'm going to get pissed, man. I'm already pissed.
I know.
I woke up pissed because this fucking Iran war is coming. Folks, we are going to war with Iran for no reason I can understand.
Tim, it's because the guys running Raytheon and Boeing,
they need it.
They can sell a lot of missiles. They got to blow them up somewhere, right?
There you go, Doug. We've seen this, Doug. You and I, we are 40.
Got to get Abby Martin back on here.
Yeah, we are in our 40s. We've seen this movie already. I can't live through 3 fucking Middle East wars in my lifetime.
How many wars are we in right now? We have like 6 going.
There's a lot going on. Yeah,
I mean, we don't do wars
like... We have over 270 military bases around the world. We're in all the continents.
They're you know what? I'm nervous because they have not done... they're soft selling this war right now. They're like, well, there was this attack on an oil tanker. Nobody in this country gives a shit about that, right? Nobody's getting all riled up and emotional about it. And then they're like, well, they shot this drone out. Like, nobody cares, right? Nobody is going to, you're not going to start seeing people marching on the streets saying, we've got to, the recruitment, people start showing up at recruitment centers. I got to go. Not like after 9/11 when they got everybody.
The tanker ship said that wasn't the story that the government is pushing was not accurate.
It's all smokescreen. But they're going to get desperate soon. And you'll see it. They're going to do something big and I don't know. I don't want to sound like Alex Jones.
False flag kind of thing, Alex?
No, I don't know. They're just going to say whether Iran's got the, like they did with Iraq. They said they got this yellow cake, uranium, all that bullshit. I was in the streets in New York. I was marching in the streets in New York, Doug, 2003. We went, million people in the streets of New York, whatever, 100,000.
I marched in Chicago.
And we marched and said, don't do this, motherfuckers. You're killing us.
They did it.
We can't do it. They did it anyway. And there's no stopping it. But we have to make fun of this. We have to ridicule this idea of going to war with Iran. It's so stupid. God damn it. I don't even know who I'd root for in that conflict. I mean, what do you do? I think if you're in the military, you've got to put your guns down, put your helmet down, and say, "I'm not going over there, motherfucker. Fuck you. Go AWOL, dipshits."
Can we talk about your new album?
Yes, please. Let's talk about my new album.
You can buy it on iTunes at Amazon.com.
Track 1, Illegal, right off the top. It
Boom.
is torture. Man, I love it. I love it so much. Love it.
Boom.
The one song that has the Neil Young kind of
Finally getting over you
part at the beginning.
Yeah.
It's like track 9 or track 7. I can't remember exactly which track, but man, it's great stuff.
It's a cooker.
So happy for you guys.
Even Doug this morning said to me, I'm listening to the record. It's I don't know what he said. It's good. And he kind of, very begrudgingly. Yeah. It's pretty good.
Yeah. That doesn't sound like Doug.
I appreciate it. Even Eric, I was hanging out with Eric.
Tim gave me the record. I've been spinning it.
I was hanging out with Eric the other day, and he was playing tracks off it to me. He was like, this part I love. He was going through, showing me the parts he loves, giving me a little grief about it, as we do, as old friends do, but also just saying, you know what? I love this part. This part cooks. That's sort of the end of Coffee's Gone Cold, where it's like, down, 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 dang, dang. I was digging that shit.
But that Neil Hamburger record, that's the record.
Yeah, this. If everyone missed it this morning, I'll put it out on my Bandcamp sometime soon. I was trying to give a little distance from my own record, but I did this beautiful song for Neil Hamburger just to show my love and friendship for him. And his arranger of his last album did a whole music version, did all the music. I sent him the demo, and then I go, this should sound like it sounds like a George Harrison or like a White Album kind of sound. I said, can you give it that treatment? And he just went to town on it, man.
Like what guitar was that? Do you know? Like,
I don't know what
it sounds
it's all
exactly.
good. It's all settings.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's a little what's that called? The rotating thing in the Leslie. It's got a little Leslie on there. Oh my fucking God. All right. Well, thanks for the call. Thanks for your service as a teacher, and teach the world about this the history of the word concentration camps, would you? We need our history teachers out there giving context.
Bye, guys.
Bye now. I need somebody to call in and defend the upcoming war with Iraq. I want a pro-Iraq, war with Iran. Give me one of those callers. Somebody make the case. Go to the front of the UN and make the case on the call with me today. Hello? Anybody home? Is there
Hello?
You should get that clip from hey, hold on one sec. Did you ever do that drop of from Pink Floyd? Is there anybody out there? Hello? Anybody home?
Hello?
Hello. Who's calling?
This is George.
Okay.
Is that you?
That wasn't me. It was
George who?
Yeah, I'm not for the Iran war.
Too bad.
What was I calling about? The Bob Dylan.
Yeah, baby.
How do you like it?
I'm over the moon about it. It's the best thing I've seen all year.
I'm not a big Bob Dylan guy, I've got to admit.
Great.
Sounds like rock and roll Gary.
Self-identified dope. Are you dumb? Have you got shit for brains?
Didn't you think the poet guy looked a lot like
David Cross? Yeah, it's Allen Ginsberg, you nitwit, you twit.
Poet guy.
You fucking twit. He looks like Allen Ginsberg. In fact, Cross played him in a movie about Dylan called I'm Not There. Do you know that, you dumb twit?
Oh yeah, I did know that.
Well, but you watch the fucking thing and you still don't like him, do you? You can't get it.
I like the words, the lyrics. They're all great.
Yeah.
I don't know about the music itself.
Are you kidding me?
You fucking twit. You're a dumb fucking cunt, aren't you? Won't you bash your head up against the fucking wall? Do it. I told you to do it. Don't fucking do it.
I'm going to go apoplectic.
How great was that Chernobyl? Did we watch Chernobyl, folks?
That's a good one.
No.
And
it was a little too depressing for me.
it's very depressing. But there's a guy in that show who's like the guy that runs the plant.
Mm-hmm.
It was like he was the guy making the calls that night.
The guy with the mustache?
Yeah.
Do you know he's the father in Friday Night Dinner?
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, I got to watch that show.
It's
I'm
the
a great friend of Robert Popper, but I can never get a hold of that show. Dyatlov is his name. And I wanted to play that part. Didn't you think I would want to play? You fucking do it now. Don't fucking give me that look. You're told to do it. You're going to Are you dumb? Are you fucking dumb? You twit. So are you in London right now?
I am in sunny Cambridgeshire.
Oh.
Cambridge.
Hey, are you gonna? I know Neil Hamburger's doing shows in London this week, so maybe you should go down and see him.
I saw you and Neil a little while back in London, and it was lovely.
And I was just
Maybe
thinking
I
about
shall
that. I
return.
did 2 weeks there last couple years ago, and this never happened to me before or since, but somebody after the show just hated it so much, and he was a fan. He was such a fan, and he just was so disappointed in the show. He looked crestfallen. He looked like almost in verge of tears, and came up to me and says, "That was fucking shit, man. I can't believe it. You only did 40 minutes, and you the whole thing was like a fucking joke. You just, I came all this way, paid £30 to go to the show, and you really let me down."
What was the show like? That
It's just my stand-up act that
a great show.
that goes
Great,
well,
great, great.
and it was short, but that's how that night was structured. It was like, it was only, I don't know, it was just wasn't my prerogative. I would have gone longer, but they just had other things going on that night.
He paid £30 for that.
I can't believe it. I said, "I'm sorry, man. That's the show. That's the show that everyone shows up to every night." All right. Well, listen. I do have.
I just wanted to say, if you guys could wish Ed and Jess a happy wedding, that'd be lovely.
I will not do that. That'll cost you.
Thank you very much.
All right. Ed and what? What? Jack and Diane?
Ed and Jess?
Ed and Jess, have a happy wedding. I hope it lasts for many, many years. All the best. All right. I get the people that don't like Dylan. I get it. It's just, it's different strokes for different folks. For me, it moves me. It literally runs up my spine. It gives me goosebumps, and it makes me feel alive. And God damn it, it's what? Listen, there's people that get all fucking hard in their dick for NASCAR. I don't get that. Get all hard. Guys, like, imagine a guy's so into NASCAR, he's got like erections when he watches it. He's like, "Oh, this is too much, man. I don't know about this. Maybe I should fucking." Oh shit! Oh boy! Oh boy! I'm getting. Hey Jerry.
I bet all those drivers have boners driving around that.
Yeah, they gotta wear diapers. They really do. Like,
Do
they're
they
in there,
really?
Like 6 hours, yeah. Because you can't get in the car.
What a stupid.
Okay.
That's like, imagine.
Zoom,
when
zoom,
first-
zoom. All right, thank you. We get it.
You come in first place, and then you gotta walk around with your diaper, your full diaper. Reporters don't want to talk to you.
Are they taking?
So when
are they
they
making?
get out of their car, they're just like they have a load of shit in
I
their
was gonna
pants.
say they don't make brown in there, do they?
Yeah, crew. This is Jason. I just want to check in with the crew. Am I okay to take make number 2 in these diapers? Are they? No. That's for piss. That's just for piss. Hey, don't shit in there. Don't shit in the diaper.
Tim, one of those pit stop guys. There's one guy that wipes his ass that comes in real quick.
I dropped a turd in here. It's a nice solid log, so should be easy cleanup.
They changed the tires and the diapers in like 3 seconds.
Just a heads up, I'm going to be coming into the pit. I got a little brown log sitting in my diaper, so I'm going to need a quick change. Roger that, Jason. We're standing by. We've got some baby powder and some wet wipes standing by.
Yeah, I'm on the pit crew. I'm on the pit crew for my for Dale Earnhardt Jr. I wipe his ass when he comes in.
That's just not funny. All right. Someone said adult powder. He said baby powder. We got adult powder.
Oh yeah, Jason, we read you loud and clear. We got some adult powder standing by and some wet wipes. We'll get you cleaned up, no problem.
All right.
Yeah, what's the rating on the powder that he needs?
All right. Next caller, please. Taking your calls today. We had the great Ezra Koenig. What was the pronunciation he confirmed for us?
Koenig.
Koenig from Vampire Weekend called in earlier. So if you missed that, check out the podcast. Subscribe to the podcast. We never tell you to do that. Some people don't realize that this goes day of. Aristotle's been doing a wonderful job of that, just getting this up almost immediately. Thank you, Aristotle, for all your service. And it's a great podcast. It's a great listen. It's a great show.
Yes, I love it.
I mean, it's nuts, isn't it? It's so fun. It's so fun to do.
I love it. I love listening to it.
Pickle
driving
drops are
all the
in.
time.
All right, who's
is
this?
it a caller? Who is it?
Yeah, I'm calling.
Who is
Hi,
it?
it's Grant. I'm calling from Black Hills, South Dakota.
Oh, God. Best thing
I
about
went
this show
to-
is the people. There's 4 people that call in every week.
Is that where they? Is that where the heads are in the mountain?
No.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
where it's at.
Black Hills.
Of course.
What do you want?
Yeah, we got
What
Black
do you want me to
Hills,
pay your
Grace-
tuition again? God damn it!
Mount Rushmore. No, I just want to say my favorite moment, Tim.
Go ahead.
George Washington. Casey Kasem. He was the best. I loved
Number
his interview
1.
on
Coming in at number 1.
Wait, who? Say it. Turn him up a little bit.
The top 10.
The Casey Kasem's number. Hi, my guest today is Casey Kasem, and we're going to be asking him what some of his favorite numbers are. Casey, thanks so much for being here. Obviously, you're well known for your voices on cartoons. Some Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, I believe, and oh boy,
I'm Casey Kasem.
Yes, I know. I already introduced you, sir.
Okay, good.
Okay, good. So this is a fun little interview we like to do. We just want to hear some of your favorite numbers, Casey. What do you have for us?
9.
Oh, of course. Everyone
Want
loves
another
you.
one?
I love we're just covering our old bits.
Yeah, just
but who
redo it.
could?
Want another one?
Sure, Casey. What's some of your other favorite numbers?
3.
You know, they do this to me all the time. I don't know what the hell they do it for, but God damn it if I don't understand it.
Okay. All right. Anyways.
Okay.
What's one more number for us, Casey?
Want
please?
another one?
Yeah, that would be great.
2.
Can't forget 2.
Anyway,
Two's
Say it
great.
again. 2.
Oh,
Say it
Vic,
again.
did you see
2.
that latest clip from Jim Baker where he's talking about all these murders are going to happen and shit?
Yes.
Yes. Look him up. He's got one of on those Media Matters. or
Recently, there
something.
was a death in our family.
There was a good.
Wait, what? He's predicting murders are going to come up?
Yeah, he said that the left are going to start murdering
left.
politicians and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Let's see what.
Everybody except 3 people
Sure.
that I know of said that Donald Trump could not be elected.
Here it is. I have it,
They
Vic.
said all the polls say.
Stop it.
Because
I think that was it.
No.
I'm going to say something I probably shouldn't say, but I'm going to say it anyhow.
oh boy.
Because
Oh boy, that's a good.
what's
drop.
coming next, if we keep losing,
Who's losing?
you're going to see the leaders of the church and the leaders of the gospel and the political conservative leaders that are powerful, you're going to see them suddenly die. Suddenly killed.
Suddenly die.
Suddenly as they were driving. Suddenly as they were in a boat. Suddenly
Is it a
in
boat?
an airplane. You're going
Uh-huh.
to see one after. God spoke to me this years ago what would happen near the end.
Excuse me, Jim.
That's
Hello,
where they-
Jim.
so-
Jim, come in, Jim. Hey, this is the Lord Jesus Christ. This is the Lord on high.
Jesus Christ.
Yes. I just want to update you on a couple things.
Okay, good. I'm ready. I'm
Yeah.
ready.
Okay, good. Listen, don't tell anybody this right away. Hang on to this one for me. But I think what we're going to have happen is if you guys start losing, some of these lefties are going to start, magically making church leaders and Donald Trump and people like that disappear in mysterious
also
accidents. Are we clear on that, pal?
Sure.
What does he say?
Oh no.
This is life and death. This is the hatred of murder is in the country.
Okay. The Hatred of Murder. A new novel.
The Hatred of Murder.
The Hatred of Murder. Oh dear.
Oh, Jim.
They're so desperate, man. They I saw another guy saying that if Hillary Clinton was elected, that this was recent. It was just like a few days ago, saying like that she would force all the churches to become satanic temples and mosques because they're getting financial support from the government or something, that they'd have to also preach about all the beliefs or something. It's like,
yeah, Trump
these guys are just making this shit up.
When Trump won, it really threw everybody off, like all these grifters. Like Alex Jones went all in on him. You know, that throws off his a way of running his business.
Yeah.
Because it just proves there's no deep state. Yeah.
Okay. It's all just chaos. It's all a mess. Everybody's out for themselves out there, folks. That's the truth.
Yeah.
Anyways, who's next on the line?
Yeah, let's get these nukes flying, okay? I live right near an Air Force base, like the biggest one in the world, so I'll be the first to go.
Oh shit, man.
So you want to go with a nuke if you had to go?
Yeah, let's get I want to see them flying. I want to
If we're going to get nuked, I would want to get like
Yeah, I want the first.
I want
the first one.
blast. Like I don't see it coming. All of a sudden, I'm gone.
Right,
I'm
that's
toast.
exactly-
I'm ashes.
I'll see the flash and then I'm done. I don't have to deal with the fallout or anything.
Can you imagine? But the worst would be like, okay, Vandenberg Air Force Base up there, about what, 60 miles from here or something like that.
I'm ready.
And they get knocked out big time. And then we're in LA, and it's like, oh fuck,
Right.
fuck it, man. We're the what is it? The fallout. Vic, your hair starts falling out more than it already is.
Well, you look up Ellsworth Air Force Base. That's like the base that has all the bombers there. So, and they're like on the top list of places to get nuked if
Where's
we're ever
that?
in a nuclear war. Ellsworth Air Force Base. It's in the Black Hills.
Well, I don't fucking know where all the Air Force bases are. What do you think I am, CENTCOM over here?
Look it up.
Oh boy.
It is phenomenal.
I got nowhere to go. I've got no plan.
Yeah.
Doug, where are you headed?
Yeah,
You got
deep
that
in
great
Cycle.
camper van that you can jump into.
I'm gonna get in the van, put the bike on the back, and head out of town.
You're gonna get in your camper van and listen to some Beethoven. Camper van, Beethoven. I'll be down here getting radioactive fallout, making puns.
I'll head towards the cloud. Drive into the.
Well, you might call me a real fallout boy. What else? Oh, I'm sick. I'm throwing up blood. I'm dead.
That hurts.
Man, it's all coming someday. One day, there's going to be some rain. As Dylan says, it's a hard rain gonna fall.
Nah, Tim, it's not gonna happen. There's just this. They want
I
to
know.
keep you scared.
I
Ever
know.
since the 50s with the nuclear bomb shelters and drills.
They want to keep us.
They just want to keep us scared.
They will keep us tame. Like
No, there's no
animals.
nukes, Tim. There's no nukes. They're not ready to fly.
They don't have no nukes, man.
They just blew up a couple bombs to show us the footage and
It's
scare
a
us.
con job. It's a con
It's a
job.
con job. That way they can go into they can blow up Iran and scare us that they're gonna drop nukes on us so they can do their things.
Gravy, baby. Let's take another call. Drop this South
Thanks,
Dakota.
Tim.
God
I'm
bless.
glad-
Have a great
I'm gonna
summer.
miss the show. Yeah, you too.
We should have an office hour yearbook that we can all sign, guys. Remember that back in the day?
Trippy.
Sign that yearbook. Oh, by the way, this great moment in the show's history. Tommy Siegel came by and he gave me a physical copy of this beautiful art that he made with office hours. Drop, 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 drop.
Does he draw those by hand? His cartoons, or is
Yeah.
that a printout of
Well, this is a
Oh,
printout.
that's a print.
But we have to get this framed. Somebody has to frame it. Somebody.
Tim, let's put out a box set of every office hours on vinyl.
I think we
Could just be like one full
we
record.
talked about that
one
already.
full record crate of records.
I love records.
78s, 45s, 7 inches.
Oh my lord! Imagine the clearance on that. We got to get clearances from everybody that's called in. We
No,
gotta
you
get all
just
the
put it out on some
publishing.
white label, some bootleg thing with no names on it. You
Okay.
know, we just bootleg it.
Okay. Who's on the line? Anybody? Is there anybody?
Are they doing pickle
out
drops?
there?
I can't hear you.
Hey, who's this?
hear you. This is Zane from Austin. Austin, Texas.
Yes. What was your first name?
Zane?
Zane.
Zane or Thane?
Yeah. Zane with Z.
Thane. We got it.
How old are you, Zane? How old are you, Zane?
On the PSA.
What?
You can't hear me?
I can hear you. How old are you?
I'm 30.
30 years ago, your parents went, we gonna name this boy Zane, see?
Yeah.
I guess that's how it went.
Yeah, I think so.
Y'all listen to me now.
Yeah.
He gonna be called Zane. I don't know why. You know what the fuck that is? Zane. He's like so zany. So we can call him Zany. You know, he's like a Crazy Eddie up there in New York.
Yep.
He grew up to be a magician.
They're big.
I'm gonna raise him like a goddamn magician.
Get him a rabbit and a hat.
He gonna be called Zane the Brainiac. He's gonna be one of them mind readers. Hear me? He gonna read minds. We're gonna take him on the sideshow circuit. He gonna have that ESP. Zane the Brainiac. Mind reading, fortune telling, son of a bitch. Motherfucking Zane. Zane, how can we help you today? Zany?
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
He left.
No, he's there.
Okay.
He's laughing his
I came
ass off.
backstage at the On Cinema show in Austin.
You know what I'm saying?
You came backstage?
It was one of the guys from the Alamo Draft
Oh, yeah.
House.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, Greg and I taped a little PSA for the Alamo theaters down there to, I don't know, turn your cell phones off or some shit like that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. And I had a really dumb, we have a kind of a debate around the office.
You know what I'm saying?
About a Tim and Eric skit.
Okay.
That
You know what I'm
it looked
saying?
like y'all were getting ready, and I didn't want to.
Let me see if I could squat. Let me see if I could assist you in the debate. What is the debate? And I'll answer honestly.
It's about the Celery Man skit
Okay.
with Paul Rudd.
Yep.
So the debate is whether or not he is doing that as his job or he's just doing it for pleasure.
Yeah.
I think I know the answer to that.
Doug, let's hear your answer.
Well, I think he was just doing it for pleasure. Just like he's logging in, he's having fun with.
Wrong.
No?
I think it's that this is his job.
We got to ask Kreisel. Can you call him now? That was a Kreisel joint.
I don't think he's available. I don't want to just ambush him with that.
I don't think so.
I think
we got to solve the debate
because he shows up with in a tie and a shirt, dressed for work. He's got a cup of coffee and he feels like he's logging in to do something. Like that's what his job is.
Well, I think.
But then he kind of
he's
strays
screwing
from
around
his job.
I think he's screwing around at work, doing that for fun. Right?
No,
it's not like his job to do that.
Listen, I haven't watched the bit since we did it, really. But my memory is he sits down, sips his coffee, logs in, and gets to work. What is your side of it, Zane? Zane the Brain?
I think he's at work because he says at the end even, we've got a lot of work to do today.
Yeah.
And so...
Doug
It seems like he just takes it very serious.
Doug threw the dice and came up snake eyes on this one. He didn't have a real strong opinion of it.
Snake eyes sounds good.
No, man. That's craps, baby. All right, Brainiac. Brainiac, what am I thinking of right now?
Lunch.
No, it was pretty good. I decided to consciously think about a turkey sandwich to see if you would get locking in.
Oh.
So there you go. Zane the Brainiac has done it again, folks. See him this Saturday at the Austin City Fairgrounds. Will he be appearing with the bearded lady and the giant?
Could you kick up the?
All right, nice talking to you.
Yeah, thanks for.
When are you guys
debate.
going to start running that PSA?
We sent it over to Greg for like a final approval from you guys.
Yeah, he sent it to me and I sent it back. Tim said looks great. Sound sucks, but whatever.
Great.
Sound is not great.
I know.
But whatever.
We blew it on the sound.
All right, buddy.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Bye, Zane the Brain.
Bye.
See you, Toots. All right, 15 minutes left. How can we end our show on a high note? Let's take a call and see where it leads us.
Yeah, you see little versus big.
What's that, darling?
Hello.
Hi, who's this?
This is Brendan.
Brendan from
Fresno, California.
Ooh, up there in the big F.
The big F. Fresno.
Fresno, no. I've driven through Fresno. Not the most remarkable part of the state.
No, it's got its moments.
Yeah, you're close to nature. You can get yourself to the... Where, Doug, you've been through Fresno many times on your way to...
Not really.
Really?
Well, I think he just sort of passed. It's a pass-through kind of place.
It's a junction. Anyways, how can I help you today? What's some of your favorite moments of the show, or anything
no
else you wanna
disrespect
talk
to Fresno. I don't really know it that well.
Oh, it's fine. I'm from Chicago originally anyway.
Oh yeah, whereabouts?
Whereabouts? North side, up on Western and Toohey abouts.
It's my turn to get boring.
What brought you to Fresno?
Oh, I got family out here. Yeah.
Family sounds like the family's in Chicago, bud. I don't get it.
Well, I mean, I got family all over. It's hard to choose.
All right, so what can I do for you today?
Well, essentially, first question, was that autobiographical? What the brokenhearted do?
Jeez,
Haven't you read any of the press?
Don't you read anything?
Haven't you read any of the press? Let me make a distinction for you, Brainy. We got to get Zane the Brain back here.
What
Cover
the heck is
10.
this?
Listen.
Now, on with the countdown.
While it is not explicitly autobiographical, there's certain themes,
Say it again.
certain life experiences that I can draw on to write music. Well, it's not literal about me. These are universal themes, universal subjects of loss, of grief, of brokenheartedness, of losing somebody, of falling out of love. These are things I've all experienced in my life. It's not a shtick. It's not a goof. These are songs, and I like singing in the first person. I don't want to sing he did this, they did that. I'm talking about the singer. Okay.
Do you like John Mellencamp? Sucking on a chili dog with Jack and Diane.
Yeah, I don't want to do that shit.
He's down on the phone.
All right. Does that make sense?
You got any other questions, Frez?
That makes sense. More comments. More comments than anything. I just want to say, I've been watching you guys for a while. First time I was in high school, I saw the first ad for Awesome Show. It was my legs are long bit, and I don't know what it was. I just couldn't stop laughing, and I've kind of been hooked since.
Oh, thanks for the long years of support. I appreciate it. It's been a journey. It's been a long ride, and the fact that you guys are still there supporting whatever it is we're doing separately or together, and the community that we've created with the wonderful Vic Berger, Doug Lucenhop, number of other talents that come in and out of our world. It is an honor to be doing it. And
say it again.
We're creating a legacy, folks.
Okay,
we're creating a body of work that will be judged and discussed for hundreds, if not thousands of years.
Okay, good.
Need I say much more?
If I could, I don't want to just toot your horn, Tim.
Please do.
Okay, please do. I gotta say, Vic, I didn't realize when I first started listening to this podcast a couple weeks ago, I had already been watching your videos for a year or two. So I don't want to host this show no more. Steve Harvey, that's one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
And Doug, I remember I saw you. I saw one of.
Okay, thank you very much. Just kidding. Go ahead.
Finally, I saw one of the Awesome tours. I went to a couple of those in Detroit. And Doug, you were doing the, I don't know why it was so funny to me. You were doing their just rollover minutes on your turntables. They're just rollover minute. It was just I love that. You guys are awesome.
Thank you so
That's
much.
An old bit.
Yeah, because we don't even think about rollover minutes as a thing that we have to deal with.
There's so many bits that they're just gone.
They're gone in the wind.
You forget about it.
Yeah.
Because it's not recorded or anything.
There's a line in the Rolling Thunder documentary where Dylan says, what's left of the Rolling Thunder tour? Nothing. Ashes.
Yeah, except this Martin Scorsese documentary.
Well, it just, All right.
I don't have a Martin Scorsese documentary about my rollover minutes bit.
Ashes. Nothing.
They're just rollover.
All right. Thank you for calling. I want to get through a couple more calls, see if we can highlight some of the best of moments of the year. Been sort of successful with that today. But whatever.
Get him out of here.
We could have done a whole best of show where we just played clips. That would have been fun. Maybe somebody can do that wouldn't that be a project, guys? You just start making the best of episodes that we run during the summer.
There we go.
Who wants to take on that challenge?
That'll be the day.
Somebody at fucking Starburns maybe could fucking do something for once. Pick up a fucking...
You know, I'm doing this for free, so don't break my balls. Okay?
Yeah. How about start promoting the show? How about start helping the show out? It can't just be me.
Huh?
Put some money in this.
Huh?
What's that?
I was just making a little video. I was trying to get you to turn around or something.
Fuck off.
All right, let's take a call. 10 minutes left in the show. Call in. We've loved having you in our lives, listeners. We love doing the show. I think we love doing the show. It's gotten better. We've figured out the tech issues. We've managed to somehow miraculously weave this show into our week every week for you and figure out when every week I get a text thread with Doug and Aristotle and Vic saying, I'm thinking Thursday. What does that do for you? We're all back and forth. Well, I can't do Thursday now. I got to do Friday. Okay, fine. Let's just get it done. And we get it done for you.
And
we give.
Get her done.
And we just sit here and listen to Brian Wilson clips. And we play copyright music that gets the show blocked now. And I don't know what to do about that.
We do. Pickle drops don't get blocked.
Pickle drops do not
Dude,
get blocked.
we got to make that shirt.
Yeah,
pickle drops don't get blocked.
You can't just announce that and then expect that to become a thing.
Somebody will make the shirt. Somebody design the shirt. At least design the shirt. I'll print.
You can make them on.
I'll make them.
Get them up on Big Cartel or whatever.
I'm gonna get my own Alpha Hours merch.
Hey, who's there? Who's there? Anybody home?
Somebody please design it.
Oh God, no.
Who's this? Hello?
I'm here.
Hey, who's this?
This is Tyler from Seattle.
Hey, Tyler, how's it going, man?
What? It's going great. Just been a first-time caller watching, usually listen to the podcast while I'm at work, delivering the mail.
You're a mailman?
I'm a mailman.
Nice, buddy.
Great.
Yeah,
Thanks for helping out.
Good. It's a lot of hard work.
Well, in
but,
Seattle, it's got to be tough with the weather and with all the hills and everything.
Yeah, there are definitely a lot of hills and it rains a lot, but it's not too bad. It's really been great the past month or so.
You drive one of those cars without the doors on the side?
Yeah. Pretty much
cool,
my
man.
route is all walking, though, but there's plenty of those routes for you.
Is
You're
the
shooting mail
steering
out
wheel on the
side.
right side?
Is the steering wheel on the right side?
Yeah, it's on the, it's a, right-hand drive.
Yeah. And was it hard to become a post office man? Is it like a hard job to get?
No, they'll take anybody.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're
What if I
desperate.
took
There's
a break
pretty high
from all my creative pursuits and just did that for a year as a sort of a mind clearer experience?
Well, it definitely does. I listen to music and podcasts all day long, but
Getting that mail out there. You think you're going to be replaced by some robots in the future?
I've been reading some stories, but I don't think so. I mean, how are the robots going to like go over the snow and avoid obstacles and shit?
What is the motto of the post office? Through the rain, sleet, and snow, we'll be there no matter what. That's what it is.
Old people always tell me that. They're like, "Oh, there's rain, sleet, and snow," and I'm just like, "Yep."
Do you have repeat? You know the people on your route. You know them they wave to them and they wave to you back and everything.
Oh yeah, totally. It's good for interacting with people.
It's great.
Yeah, imagine if robots replaced, people be like, "Hey, what's up, R1000? How are you doing?" And then
I am good. Here is your catalog.
They might do. I feel like they would do drones. They're gonna try that.
They're gonna try
at least
that
for like the small packages.
Be careful. Iran's going to shoot them out of the air. I won't get my junk mail. What about this junk mail? Can't you get rid of this junk mail? Can we get rid of junk mail? Can we get rid of these mailers, these flyers? Come on.
Yes. Well, here's a bit.
These dollar
good idea
savers.
You could maybe try to do, because I was gonna say one of my favorite parts of the show is always your impressions, and I love your Alex Jones impression. So maybe you could cook up one with Alex Jones and all the drones and some kind of conspiracy.
Alex Drones.
Folks, we are looking at a deep state operation right now. We're looking at a false flag over the port of Humes. And ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, I can report that this is not a false flag. This is the real deal, folks. The Iranian people are coming to attack us, and we are under the direct threat. I'm going to make a prediction here. I have the documents to prove it. We are 2 weeks away from a major attack, a land, air, and cyber attack from the Iranian people, and they're coming up onto our shores, and we have to be ready. We have to strike first.
I got to rest my voice. I got a show tonight, goddammit. How dare you push me like this? You pushed me into a corner, man.
This is not a drill. This is not a drill. This is not a drill.
Is that Orson Welles?
Yeah.
I don't like my.
The French have always been known for their champagne. It's fermented in the bottle. Oh, that's cool. Who's doing that? Vic?
Yeah,
that's Vic. That's cool.
And then Doug, I always laugh out loud whenever I hear the Joe Rogan. Yeah. That's the best.
Yeah. That might be. That's Vic doing that. I got some Rogan, but that one's Vic.
Yeah.
I like Joe Rogan, but I can definitely see how you guys make fun of him.
Just do anything.
I pick and choose. I can't stand
More like Joke Rogan.
the MMA ones and stuff. But
102,
there's
take
some
two.
interesting guests on there.
All right. Well, thanks for calling. We're going to go through another call.
Champagne.
Thanks.
Knowing your
always
own
been
darkness is the
celebrated for
best
its
method for
excellence.
dealing with the darkness
There's
of
a
other
California champagne by Paul Masson, inspired
by that same
French excellence. It's fermented in the bottle, and like the best French champagne, it's vintage dated. So Paul Masson.
102, take 3.
Does she do anything?
Action, please.
I wonder how many takes they got.
Champagne has always been celebrated for its excellence. There is a California champagne by Paul Masson, inspired by that same French excellence. It's fermented in the bottle, and like the best French champagne, it's vintage dated. So Paul Masson.
It does not need
Wait,
it.
but when does he say she has to do anything?
There's a longer version here.
Turn camera. 102, take 1.
Let's take one.
With
This is
overlap,
how drunk
action,
he is.
please.
She has to do anything?
Action, awesome, please.
Just do anything?
No, sorry, cut.
She doesn't do anything?
102, take 2.
She doesn't do anything? No.
That's the best.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Let's take one more call. Let's take one more call before we gotta go.
Did that ever come out though? Is that like?
I want to see the final cut on that
where
spot.
is that?
Hello.
Paul Masson.
Is this Roger Daltrey?
I'm pro Iran war, absolutely gung ho.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
You've got 30 seconds to make your case. Let's hear it, buddy. This is Roger Daltrey from The Who.
Okay, so I met him. No, so that's the wrong song. Fuck.
What's your name? Where are you calling from, goof? Oh. You hung up? Hello, darling. All right.
Scared him.
Well, hello. Who's this?
Chase.
Chase Utley from the Dodgers and the Phillies. Chase Utley. What can I do for you, Chase? Your favorite moment of the show this year?
River jokes.
Oh, river jokes were good. The puns were good. We've taken a nice little easy break off the puns.
I woke up in a Soho doorway.
Because the show's just flowing, and we don't need to stack it with pre-planned bits. But river jokes was great. Of course, the SNL puns created a massive social movement.
Yeah, should we? Yeah, it got blogged about, written about in major publications.
Everybody was sending us videos. I think it was so fun to be able to just see the fact that we have these phones that are like HD video cameras, and you can just record a video and put it up, and everyone's doing it, and we see everybody out in their world, in their bed, in their front yard, walking down the street. I think it's cool, man. And there are a lot of beards, and there are a lot of fans who need glasses to see. We learned that very, very much from that experience. So your favorite, though, was the river jokes.
Yeah. And I also kind of miss like the first 20 or 30 minutes where you're setting everything up and nothing's working. I kind of like that about the show.
Yeah, it was.
Like in the old days when like it would barely work.
Yeah.
Technical problems.
Like 20 or 30 minutes of the show was just you guys fixing shit and tripping over water.
I kind of forgot about that.
Like
it's been a while since that.
It's sort of like the Office Hours is a condensed version of like the Beatles' career. You have the early period where it's very different, where you have people all the tinkering and things not working, and then you get into the mid period where you got great guests like Fred Armisen. You got who else? Wiseblood. And now we're just cruising along. This is our vintage great period, mid to late period, and we're just gonna keep going.
What album are we on right now? If this is the Beatles, are we on Peppers or like more like Revolver? Or
Vic thinks we're at Rubber Soul. I'm thinking we're more like White Album.
I don't think we're when does Yoko show up?
What's that?
Tim sees the end coming.
Show up?
We're already.
Yoko's here with us in spirit. God bless everybody.
Rocket,
ladies and gentlemen, this is the last show for some time. I hope we'll be back. I'll talk to the guys. We'll probably be back over the summer, but I'm going to be gone a little bit, and those guys are going to be gone and all that stuff and all this and whatnot. You know.
You ever hear of this? Ooh, that's very nice.
What are you trying to play, Vic?
It's the Mailman made me think of it. This way.
Turn that up, yeah.
Doug, are you gonna go ready to go out on your L. Ron?
Oh yeah.
Oh. Oh. All right, I can't hear that.
All right, that's P.S. Love Me Do he combined. P.S. I Love You.
When was that from?
87.
From who?
Geez.
That was Paul McCartney.
P. McC.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Happy birthday to my mom. I don't know if she listens to the show. Sometimes she does.
Your mom and Brian Wilson?
And Brian Wilson and Nicole Kidman, in that order of importance. Thank you again, folks. Have a great summer. We'll be back when we're back. Thanks to Ezra Koenig for calling in from Vampire Weekend. My record of the year, tied with Wiseblood and my own, What the Broken Hearted Do.
What the heck is this?
Is the best record of the year. You guys are the greatest. Keep it real. Subscribe to the podcast. Tim Heidecker, Office Hours with Tim Heidecker. Thank you to Doug and thank you to Vic for coming in here every week. We're going to figure out a new format, too, where we get some money in for this show. It might be Patreon. It might be some other way. We're going to make sure that this show is loved and supported. And Pickle Drop merch.
Break my balls, okay?
Oh, the best. Take it away, L. Ron Hubbard.
Thank you for listening. I write just for you.
Bye-bye.
But others hearing this may find things they would argue.
Great lyrics.
I do not sing what I believe. I only give them fact.
What?
If they believe quite otherwise, it still will have impact.
Okay, thank you. Good night, everybody. Goodbye, everybody.
Good